Hello everybody and welcome to another Halo Wars match. I'm going to be playing a 2v2 with KJ again, and this time we're going to be running a different combo, but our opponents are Poison Fire Bush and Retired Nerd. We are going to be running a different combo, a double Covey combo to be more precise. It's going to be RB Brute, I believe, and our opponents are going to be Cutter Prophet, I think? I'll double check that in the game, but I'm going to be doing... This is more, I feel, an application video than it was an actual match, although there was some good play by, I suppose, both sides. Here's a tip that you might want to learn. If you want to multi-move a unit, like say use your ghost to collect two different supplies without microing him, you press X on the first supply crate, then hold X on the second one, and your ghost will do a multi-move command. So that's very useful for scouts, and also if you want to avoid areas with fire that, like, if you want to go a different way because the pathfinding is stupid. But there's a good tip for all you beginners. All you pros probably already knew that, but like I said, we are playing a Prophet and a Cutter, and we are a double Covey. So the bad thing about playing a double Covey is you don't have D-bombs to stop raging arbiters. You don't have instant heals that you can use to heal your leaders. So it's a little bit more of a challenge. But here my arbiter is going to come out, and we're going to get our hooks. What we should have done this game was grab the opponent's hooks, but we figured why not give them a fair chance anyway. I'm going to go do a little bit of rage and getting rid of the rebels here. I run out of money like a noob. Silly arbiter. But I'm going to take out these rebels. And a smart thing, what you're going to see later, is what you should do, especially if you're a brute. What I'm going to be doing later on is what you should do. If you see KJ, he's clearing out his side too. Again, like I said, we should have gone to their side like I'm doing now and stole their pads. Especially since I'm near the Cutter. If we let the Cutter get those pads, we're going to be in probably big trouble. So as you see, I'm building a Suicide Grunt, but I'm not going to be building the Suicide Grunt for the reason you may think I am. Here I'm going to complain about the pathfinding. Look at this ghost. Instead, I'm flaring. Like, look at this. This ghost just follows my arbiter instead of driving around like he should. Pathfinding is bad in this game. But here I'm going to be driving to the opponent's hooks, and here the ghost is like, oh, okay, fine, I'll move. So here, again, I'm probably going to be doing a little bit of rage, and yeah, and if you notice I'm doing the rage glitch, it's very simple to pull off. What you do is you tell your arbiter to go somewhere, then you hit up and X and Y at the same time, and if you do it right, your arbiter's sword should be behind his back instead of his normal rage. Here is what I meant about what you should do. You should build like a brute and put him in the little cover there. The brute, or the Suicide Grunts in my case, should be able to take out the rebels, and therefore you don't have to waste money on a turret and you can get the hooks pretty easily. Like I said, we didn't do that. We instead went for our own hooks, but if you notice right up there, the Prophet is rushing with a bunch of Elite Honor Guards. Elite Honor Guards chew up brutes, but KJ was lucky enough to get a shield up, so he's practically just going to be doing nothing, and KJ is going to be grabbing the Prophet's hooks. I'm going to go move up. We're scouting the Prophet. We see he doesn't have a shield, he hasn't gotten Citadel, so I'm going to go up there and just start poking away at his buildings a bit, since I'm pretty much set right now. Yeah, here we see the Elite Honor Guard just kind of nipping away at the shield. I don't know how much damage they did. I didn't really watch them much. But KJ insisted that he was fine. He didn't need my help. So here this ghost finds me, and I try and rage, and I get him. So I'm trying to go for the Elite Honor Guard, but he slips away from me. So now KJ and I are both going to combo hit the Prophet and see if we can get him to get out of here. So while this is all going on, I've got some news for all of you guys that are watching. Next week I'm going to be starting college, so I won't be uploading as frequently or as often, so I will eventually come back, but I may be slower in terms of uploading and whatnot, so just keep that in mind if you don't see as many videos. Here, if you notice there, the Prophet took that turret and he's taking out KJ's pad, so I freak out and try and build a turret, but then I realize, wait, I should just keep up my Banshee spam. I shouldn't have to worry so much. So now I'm porting in my Banshees, doing my double summit, and here you notice I don't upgrade my pads on my main base as much, because since I have like 4 extra warehouses, I have more than enough money to sustain a double pump of Banshees. There's a shield going to pop up, but I don't know what his thinking was. He's not going to be able to easily raffle shield us, and I go for the shield anyway and deny it. So we're doing work to this Prophet's base. The Prophet, I don't know what he's doing at this point. I think he's still mulling around the map. He might try to go back for KJ, I can't remember. But we're pretty much stripping all the pads off of this Prophet's base. Yeah, the Prophet looks like he went back to KJ's main base. He flares saying he's back. And I think around this point, after we strip these pads off, I believe either KJ tells me to go for the cutter, or I just feel like I should pay a visit to the cutter since I have so many Banshees, and we haven't really seen much from him. So yeah, here comes my Banshees. We've completely stripped the Prophet. He has Citadel, but with no pads. He's in kind of a fix there. Still keeping my Banshees going, and here is the vehicle depot. So I'm going to utilize my Banshees and shut that vehicle depot down. And I'm going to keep my RB over there. I accidentally hit all units and sent my Arbiter down that way. A good thing to tip, if you hit LB, I think it is, you go local units, but if you hit RB, you go all units. So knowing when to use local units, all units is very key. I don't always use them correctly, but there the vehicle depot goes down. I'm kind of sticking around. I'm thinking of wanting to kill the reactors so he doesn't rebuild that vehicle depot. But I think I turn around and we want to get rid of this Prophet. I think KJ took care of the Prophet's attack over there. Oh, never mind. What happened was the cutter decided to just sell everything off his pad, denying me any points. Thanks. So I'll just move my Banshees and go after Red here, the Prophet, and the Prophet only has a temple, so I don't know what he's gonna do. I point that out, like, okay, the Prophet's pretty much done here, especially with all my Banshees coming back over here. So we're just gonna hit this base a little bit. If you notice a little bit in the screen right now, I think green is taking out my pads. I didn't notice this till after later, like right now. Here's where I'm like, oh god, there's tanks here. So I'm just gonna tell KJ, I've got handle this. I've got so many Banshees. There's the tanks though, but I'm gonna keep my Arbiter over there to kind of just keep slapping away. Here come the tanks. They're gonna take out one blessed pad, but my Banshees are gonna come over here and yep, they're just gonna rain fire all over these tanks. My pad goes down. His tanks are gonna just drop. He is defeated. He just gives up because he knows he can't win. And the Prophet is going to eventually sell his base. Yeah, he sold his base right here. And the game is pretty much over. So, good game to both of these guys, but as you can see here, double Covey can actually work well in many times. So I hope you like the game. KJ stole first from me, and like, subscribe, and see you in the next cast.